288 species in genus Penstemon. My love affair with Penstemon. The first time I saw a Penstemon, I was captivated. It was a vibrant Penstemon Husker red, its deep burgundy foliage contrasting beautifully with the delicate, tubular flowers of soft pink. It was like a beacon in the garden, drawing my eye and refusing to let go. That day, my fascination with the Penstemon genus began, and it has only blossomed since. A diverse genus. Penstemon belong to the Plantagenaceae family, or beard tongues as they are affectionately known, are a diverse group of flowering plants native to North America. With over 280 species, they boast a wide array of colors, shapes, and sizes. From the fiery red of Penstemon barbatus to the gentle lavender of Penstemon digitalis, there's a Penstemon to suit every taste and garden. See full list at monsterholic.com. Is beard tongue invasive? In my experience, beard tongue isn't particularly invasive in the garden. It tends to stay where you plant it without spreading aggressively. However, it can self-seed if you let the spent flowers drop seeds, so I usually deadhead them to prevent any unwanted spreading. How to deadhead beard tongue? Deadheading beard tongue is pretty straightforward. Once the flowers start to fade and dry up, I simply pinch them off at the base with my fingers or use scissors if they're tough. This not only tidies up the plant, but also encourages more blooms throughout the season. Is beard tongue deer resistant? From what I've observed, beard tongue seems to be relatively deer resistant. Deer tend to leave it alone in my garden, even when they're munching on other nearby plants. However, it's worth noting that deer preferences can vary depending on factors like population density and available food sources. Is beard tongue poisonous to dogs? I've done some research on this because I have a dog, and from what I've found, beard tongue isn't considered toxic to dogs. Of course, it's always a good idea to monitor pets around any new plants and consult with a veterinarian if you have concerns about their safety. Do hummingbirds like beard tongue? Absolutely. In my garden, I've noticed that hummingbirds are attracted to beard tongue flowers. The tubular shape of the blossoms is perfect for their long, slender beaks, and they seem to visit them frequently during the blooming season, which is always a joy to watch. Do rabbits eat beard tongue? Fortunately, rabbits haven't shown much interest in my beard tongue plants. It seems that they prefer other types of vegetation in my garden, so my beard tongue plants have remained untouched by rabbit nibbles. How to care for beard tongue? Caring for beard tongue is relatively straightforward. They thrive in well-drained soil and prefer full sun but can tolerate some light shade. Regular watering is important, especially during dry spells, to keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. However, once established, they're quite drought-tolerant. Pruning spent flowers can encourage more blooms and maintain a tidy appearance. Additionally, applying a layer of mulch around the base of the plants helps retain moisture and suppress weeds. Overall, beard tongue is a low-maintenance plant that adds vibrant color and attracts pollinators to the garden. How to propagate beard tongue? Propagating beard tongue can be done through division or by collecting seeds. I've had success dividing mature plants in early spring or fall, making sure each division has roots attached. Collecting seeds from dried flower heads and planting them in well-prepared soil in the fall can also yield new plants. When does beard tongue bloom? Beard tongue typically blooms from late spring to early summer in my area. The exact timing can vary depending on the specific variety and local climate conditions, but I usually start seeing their colorful flowers around May or June. Are beard tongue edible? While some plants in the Penstemon genus have traditional medicinal uses, I haven't come across any information suggesting that beard tongue is commonly consumed as food. As always, it's essential to be cautious with wild or unfamiliar plants and verify their edibility before considering them for culinary use. Are beard tongues perennials? Yes, beard tongues are perennials, meaning they come back year after year from the same root system. With proper care, they can live for several years, providing beautiful blooms each spring and summer. Are beard tongues the same as snapdragons? While both beard tongues, Penstemon and snapdragons, Antirrhinum, belong to the Plantagenaceae family and share similarities in flower shape, they are different genera with distinct characteristics. Beard tongues typically have tubular flowers and are native to North America, while snapdragons have more open, snap-like flowers and are often grown as annuals or tender perennials. Penstemon versus Cupid's dart. I've found Penstemon to be hardier and easier to care for compared to Cupid's dart. The Penstemon's vibrant blooms last longer through the season, giving my garden a burst of color well into late summer. Cupid's dart, while beautiful with its delicate blue flowers, requires more attention to soil conditions and watering, which sometimes makes it more challenging to grow consistently. Penstemon versus foxglove. Penstemon's versatility and drought tolerance make it a standout in my garden compared to foxglove. While foxglove has that classic cottage garden charm with its tall spikes of bell-shaped flowers, I find Penstemon to be more reliable in varying weather conditions. Plus, Penstemon attracts more pollinators like bees and butterflies, adding an extra ecological benefit to my garden space. Penstemon versus salvia. I lean towards Penstemon over salvia for its sheer variety in colors and shapes. I've grown several Penstemon varieties, each bringing a unique flair to different parts of my garden. Salvia, although also attractive to pollinators and easy to grow, tends to have a more limited color range in my experience. Penstemon's ability to thrive in both full sun and partial shade gives me more flexibility in landscaping. Penstemon versus Zauschneria. Zauschneria, or California fuchsia, adds a fiery burst of red-orange blooms in late summer, but Penstemon wins out for me due to its longer flowering season and broader range of cultivars. I've enjoyed experimenting with different Penstemon species, from the compact Husker Red to the showy Electric Blue. While Zauschneria is great for late-season color and hummingbird attraction, Penstemon offers more diversity and adaptability in my garden beds.